The Detroit basketball community is continuing to mourn the sudden loss of former player and longtime community ambassador Earl Cureton.
He's had his hand on us all at one point or another. Cureton passing away Sunday at the age of 66. The Detroit native played college basketball at Mercy, later spending part of his NBA career with the Pistons.
And sports director Brad Galley joining us now with a look at Cureton's lasting legacy on the basketball court and beyond.
He's one of those guys that when the news came down Sunday, I think all of us immediately go into sadness, but you can't help but smile when you think of all the memories that each of us have with Earl Cureton. Lori, who's running the prompter over there for us, just pulled up a picture and she goes, I met Earl. He was in our studio all the time spreading good news about the work the Pistons were doing in the community. Dick Vitale, Isaiah Thomas, basketball legends who knew Earl Cureton well and loved him, celebrated the basketball player he was and the human being we all got to know. Anytime they talked about him, a smile lit up on their faces. And so in reflecting on his life, we're all in the same boat. The man that every generation of basketball fans in this town knew will be better because of his impact. Earl Cureton is a legend of Detroit basketball. Not just for his play, but for the authentic impact he made off of the court for decades in his hometown.
Earl Cureton, a huge part of the Titans, of course, joining us here in studio. It's great to see you again.
Good seeing you too.
Earl, thanks for being with us this morning.
My pleasure. I'm glad to be here.
Cureton worked as an ambassador for the Pistons since 2013.
We do impactful things in the community, and that was part of the whole deal, not just coming here to play basketball.
Becoming a fixture on our morning show, spreading the word for youth programs and community initiatives.
Every year, Veterans Day here, we want to honor our vets, and we're here to have lunch with them. We've done this probably for the last 4 years in a row. 3 stars that represent the 3 championships that the Detroit Pistons had.
The big man with a big heart was a standout at Detroit Finney High School before he played at Robert Morris, then transferring back home. His NBA career lasted 674 games.
Let me tell you something, he's a winner. Yes, Earl was a winner when he played with the Titans, and he certainly was a winner in the NBA. He has 2 rings, baby, two championship rings.
Earl Cureton.
For a man who spent the last decade of his life dedicated to growing the next generation of basketball players in Detroit, Earl Cureton couldn't help but stop and smile on a January night back in 2020.
A great player and an even greater person, my man Earl Cureton.
That's when Detroit Mercy retired Cureton's number 24.
I want to thank everybody for coming out, supporting me tonight, making this a great night for me. I mean, it's a wonderful night, and I just want to say, love the fans. Don't make this your last night in Callahan Hall. Come back and support our Titans. Go Titans.
A cause of death isn't known yet. He died unexpectedly in his home in Farmington Hills on Sunday morning. Earl Cureton was 66 years old, and you heard it there. I mean, even in his biggest moment, getting his jersey numbered retired at his alma mater in his hometown, he makes it about the kids, about everybody else. He said that night, I've got a huge youth group. They made youth night the night he had his number retired, and he encouraged people to come back to Callahan Hall. So I'll echo his words. That's a cathedral of basketball. His number is there. Go support local basketball in the next generation like Earl did for so many years.
Such a big heart.
Yeah, so many people can say, we just saw him, we just talked to him. I mean, that's a lot of the comments that you hear. It's just, thanks for that, Brad.
Unbelievable guy.
All right.